baadaye nataka tuimbe hii wimbo kwanza tukimaliza. I know who God says I am. Inaimba aje?
I know who God says I am. What he says I am.
William unaribu.
Says I am.
Ngoja William unaimba.
I know who I am.
Davela. Rose webaki tu hapo kwa melody. Alafu sasa mimi sijui nitaimba. I know who God says I am. Sam William unaimba? Davela. Let's go. Rose ni unaanza. What up people? Once again we are here. My youth wa Cornerstone. Si tuko based in Kona, Dagoretti Kona. Na hii place usema Grace ni place yenye grace and love you abide. Na sisi wote tunasemanga tunafanya nini kwa hii place? We belong. So we just want to welcome you hii time again kwa talk show yetu. Na leo ni topic ingine moto. Identity. Yani, do you know who you are in God? Or you have allowed other things to identify you. So before tuende hapo, niko na mbogi ingine. Aseni nini?
Uko tu sawa.
Nirudie tena ama
uko tu sawa.
Sawa.
I know who I am. So from my side yangu ya left, huyo mdema anaitwa Mso ama Davela, anajijua au sio? Yes. Alafu tuko na Bazenga mwenyewe anaitwa William. And then on my right hand side, of course, the warm and pretty Rose. Hello. Hi. Na kama mnavyoniona Towet Chebet. Anyway. So tunataka kwanza na game wase, alafu ndo tuingie ndani kwa ndani ya identity au sio? So game yetu ya leo ni number game. So multiples of 2 unainua right hand. Multiples of 3 unainua left hand. So ikifika 2 au semi 2 unainua mkono. Ikifika 4 au semi 4 unainua your right hand. Ikifika 9 au semi 9 unainua your left hand. Sawa. So tumeshika ama mlienda shule ku sawa. Tunaanza trisex. So tunaanza na side ya Rose tukienda hivyo. Sawa.
1 5
7
Davela wewe mkono zote. 8 ni multiple ya 4 ya 2 peke yake.
Ngojeni, unajua na depend ulienda shule kufanya nini?
Sawa, tunaanza tena na unaanza. Na wewe William, utumie mic bwana. Haya anza.
1
Hakuna kuchelewa Rose. Ati unafikiria. Sawa, haya anza.
Nianze. Aya, 1 5
7 11
13 17
19 23
25
Sister umechocha.
3 26
How is 26 a multiple of 3?
Sawa. Ni sawa, mimi ndo naanza. This is the last round, 1 5
7
Uongo. 8 ni multiple of 3 wewe. Sawa. Naonekana nyinyi mahesabu mlikuwa tu hapa. Sawa, lakini Rose 8 divided by 3.
Nilisahau which hand.
Okay, ni sawa. So once again guys, welcome to our Facebook channel, and we are the youth of Cornerstone Faith Assembly under the leadership of Bishop Kamau, and we are privileged to come to you right now, and tuna hope mtabarikiwa even as we focus on identity na identity yetu ndani ya God. Sawa. So guys, niwaulize tu swali. Ukisikia jina identity, what comes to your mind? Identity. Nini inakuja kwa akili yako? William. Identity.
Nimesahau ID, but anytime nafikirianga identity naangalia ID, passport. Hiyo ndio inakuja in my mind.
Davela, nini ukuja kwa akili yako ukisikia identity?
Mimi ni nani?
Wewe ni nani? Yaani umetranslate sawa.
Bora umeget.
Rose, identity kwa akili yako ikikam kwa akili yako unafikiria identity ni
How I perceive myself or others. Venye wanajibeba ama venye najibeba.
So, jina yangu, is it part of my identity?
Absolutely.
Kabisa,
si ndio? Aya, is my career part of my identity? Is my character part of my identity?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Is my my dress code part of my identity? It is. So vile wamesema identity ni what kile inakutambulisha, what people can see or what you can say about yourself. So my identity, when I go to a place niulizo unaitwa nani, taji-identify na Chebet Towet. Nona, alafu msee mwingine aniulize so wewe ufanya nini, nimwambie bado mimi ni student ama nimeolewa ama niko kazi. Haya, so I want to ask you a question. Since mmesema vile navaa pia inani-identify na karakta yangu pia inani-identify na pia career inaweza ni-identify, so what are some of the things zenye tumeallow kwa life yetu zitu identify? Kwanza niulize, are there areas that our identity should not come from? Kuna place hatufai kuallow identity yetu itoke hapo? William, some of these places.
Yeah, some of these places. Kwanza, going back to definition kidogo, whatever expresses you, that we can call whatever defines you, and that's your identity. So there are people who you might not know their name, but their character, you automatically get to know who they are. And an example is in school. Did you notice, like let's say when you're in high school, there are those people who are so popular and maybe you didn't even know their name. They're popular because of their character. Okay. Also a position. There are people who have been defined by position. Going back to an example of school, unasikia unakonga DH captain, lakini you don't even know yeye ni nani, where he comes from. You just know because of their position. So some of those things and many others.
So are there places zenye we like as a youth you have allowed I want you guys to share places zenye kama wewe ka youth umeallow identity yako itokane na hapo? Like as a young person you have identified yourself with probably how your body looks like, or how you have dressed yourself, or how or who you get into a relationship with, who you date, or how or what you do in the college, or where you live as an individual. So for me, first of all, lecha nianze, I used to identify myself with the people I work with. So unakuta sitembei na wase wa hood yetu, nataka nitembee na wase wenye awaishi place naishi. Probably kama kwetu ni Githembe, sitaki kutembea na wase wanaishi Githembe, nataka niende nitafute wase wanaishi Riara nitembee na wao, so that when tukienda place people will identify me with a certain clique of people and they are like udem uishi area na get. So Rose, ni nini umeallow for some time iku identify, like what are some of the things you have allowed to identify you as a young person?
For one, by there I agree with your point. We tend to identify ourselves a lot na wenye tunatembea now, and that's very true. Juu kuna watu sema, if maybe utembe na mamillionaire, people automatically think you're a millionaire. So anyway, nimeona vitu nyingi that zimeni identify mostly ni maybe place naishi or shule nimeenda. For example, labda place naishi kuna watu wataona anaishi hapo, wako na kakitu ama unacheki ama aliende hiyo shule, huyo ni chopi huyo. Lakini they forget unaweza kunakaa hapo na labda mnaishi hapo na tabu, or pia hiyo shule umeng'ang'ana ukang'ang'ana uliingia back door, unajua. So yeah,
amenikumbusha wimbo ingine yenye nimesahau lyrics tena, but nitakumbuka, nitawaambia hiyo wimbo. So si muimbi. So venye amesema, kwanza sisi tukiwa high school kulikuwa na hizi stories za brother schools, like if you are in a girls school mko na brother school. So unakuta mashule tukienda funky wakiona basi yenyu inapita, if it is a school tuseme State House Girls inaingia and then Alliance, you will just definitely hear people wakisema ndo ile gari, ndo ile shule ya mademu wa supu. Unaona? So identity yako imebeziwa on the school umeishia. Ama unasikia maboys wakiingia unasikia wow ndo ile shule yenye maboy wa interacting na mademu juu ya depa wao. So wewe hata ukivaa hiyo uniform yao ukitokelezea ukienda ku approach dem anakuangalia zile za natoka ile shule yenye depa wenyewe ni mkali. You know, so they identify you with the school that you go into. So Davella, what are some of those areas zenye wewe umeidentify nazo as a person, like zime bring out your identity?
Mimi ni mabeshte. I think for long nilikuwa nimeka identity yangu sana na mabeshte. Enye nisipokuwa na beshte, by the way, kwanza unachagua wale mabeshte warui wenye wanaweza kusaidia mkendo uchokozi. Sana
Ulikuwa mchokozi.
Sana hiyo ni high school. And usipokuwa na ule beshte mwenye unataka kukua nao, una feel down, una feel by the way sijafika, azinataka kukua na huyu beshte au tu ndo unataka kuassociate nao. So kenye huyo beshte atakwambia we ni hiyo because unataka kukua kama yeye, I think.
Okay. So niwaulize, should we allow where we live be our identity?
no.
In terms of not denying mali unaishi. Unaona kuna ile point yenye uko yenye unaishi Githembe, and in the process of you not wanting to identify with Githembe, unaulizwa na mse, Chebetu unaishi wapi? Ngong Road wapi? Wewe mimi naishi Ngong Road hapo hivyo lower Karen. Nyuma ya Karen. You see, like it should not kile nataka kusema ni place tunaishi ama the things that we face in life that are not positive, that are negative, should not be allowed zikuwe ndio the foundation or the basis of our identity. It is okay to acknowledge that tunaishi Githembe, but that should not be used against you to underestimate you ama to undermine you because that unatoka Githembe. So si ati utakana kule unaishi, but usiallow kule unaishi be an obstacle for you not to do certain things. Unaona? So kama kuna jobo inaitwa tuseme interview ya Safaricom, you see, so wanasema wase wakam interview, alafu jua unaishi Githembe, utaki kwenda hiyo interview, unasema ati hiyo interview ni wase wanaishi Lavi. Unaona? Ama sana sana kwa madem, skin color unakuta msee labda ni mdark ama ni mweupe. So unakuta labda kuna promo ya kufanya, unasikia dem anasema mimi hata nichukua. Kwa nini? Si niko a certain color. So that should not be the basis of your identity. Si ndio? So nataka mtu ambie at a personal experience ni situation gani for a long time umekuwa ukijiidentify nayo, and that should not be who you are. So mi nitaanza juu nikiwaambia mwanzo.
Thank you.
So for a very very long time I didn't want to identify na place naishi. So tukiwa high school mimi nilisomea Embu. So nikienda Embu shule, unajua now when you go to Embu you say you're from Nairobi, you see. And now there is that unajua sasa kuna wasi wanaishi Kawangware, Kibira, you know. And then now wasi wenye waishi Nairobi, they know the slums and the posh places.
True.
So the moment you say unaishi Ngong Road, they know wewe mdem ni posh. You see. Wanajua tu Ngong Road na Karen si mbali, na bado Lavi iko tu east side, you know. So for a very long time nimejipata nikiwa high school, even how I used to mpaka ikafika mahali napiga mother pressure in terms of the shopping to buy me. Because they know I'm from Nairobi. So ni lazima nikifika shule watambue demu wa Nairobi amefika shule. So naambia mother nataka sijui hii, nataka hii, nataka sijui sitaoga na nini na geisha, nataka Dettol. You know, ku set hizo standards so that people you identify with a certain kind of people. So sijui nyinyi mmefanya, but niliacha now I don't put so much. I know nitaishi Lavington and on all those posh places, but I'm proud of where we live from right now.
Yeah.
William, a personal experience.
Sijui Rosa
I can start.
Sawa. Ati ndo kwani unataka experience yake iko yako.
Nataka kidogo.
Rose?
For me, I just didn't know my identity. Nime struggle sana na identity yangu because I based it on so many things. When I was in primary, of course, I had issues with weight. So for me, the skinny girls were the popular ones and the rest of us are just the rest of us.
Kuna time tukiwa class 8, tukiwa Haraima. Aki Mungu tusaidie tu. Unaona hiyo ufala ya ati maboy wanaulizana, utaenda nani home? Aki, no one used to choose me. Aki, because I am fat. Okay, I am not fat. I have some weight.
Yes,
So they are like, ati huyu hapana, mimi mamstenda.
You know, when we were in primary, being skinny was what was being perceived as the ideal on TVs. And tukifika high school, ikakuja sasa skin color. Oh my goodness. If you're okay, sisi tulikuwa tunadefiniwa chocolate. Kama uko chocolate na chini, machali wapendangi hiyo. Machali wataka mangozi za kina Gladys, unajua za wazunye hivi.
Kawe ni 200 na kurudi.
Kina Washira. Rangi ya thao bana. Sasa hiyo ndio, and majority of my friends were light skin, very very light skin. So tukitembea nao au ni kama pointy, alafu hata nakumbuka there's a time we went for a retreat with them, and then tulikuwa tunaenda boat ride, alafu tukaingia, alafu we were a couple of people, and then not all of us were light skin. So the rest, this guy went and said, nao nyinyi wengine mmechomeka sana najua. Nikasema we. Anyway,
hiyo rangi ilikuwa kama ya William.
You know, so for us, we used to think, guys like light-skinned girls, the rest of you, too bad. So I remember many of my friends buying bleach and Emma Carolite, or, you know. And what, right now, Kiona, the same guys who are hitting on those light-skinned girls are looking for you. By the way,
wanataka tena weusi.
wanataka pia weusi. Basically hata ni kama hawana msimamo huko. Anyway. So when I came to grow up more and more, it became clear to me now that I decided to accept Christ. Hizo zingine zinakaa wana tu.
Hey, awesome. It's amazing how the patterns of the world can really confine you to what you need to be, you know. And imagine sisi wote tumecreatiwa differently. You see, like my skin color is just perfect the way it is.
Yes.
William's skin color is just perfect the way it is. Unajua? So wewe kama upendi wase weusi, wachana na watu weusi. Tafuta wenye ni weupe. You don't have to hit on someone who is dark simply because they are dark. If you don't like the dark person, wachana na huyo dark, tafuta mwenye ni mweupe. So, ilikuwa William.
It's okay.
Sasa ati unakuwa gentleman. We know you.
Guy, yangu ni kama Rose. Issue ya weight. Mimi hadi nilipunguka nikafurahi.
Okay.
Sasa niwaambie, nikikuwa class 7 nitakumbuka vizuri. Mangu alikujanga kutuona shule. Kwanza yeye ndo alinivunja roho. Akaingia class akaniambia, "Guy, nyinyi mmekuja shule kukula." Ule mtu mdogo kabisa kwa hiyo class, hadi sijui alikuwa anatushana nani. Ni vile tulikuwanga wakubwa. And then ilikuwanga home, kila kitu nani amekula chakula ni Davela, kwa sababu yeye ndio wako na weight kubwa kuliko kila mtu kwa hiyo nyumba. High school, sikukuanga na smile watu waone meno. Utaona mwenye yangu na vile. Kwanza kulikuwa mtu alikuwa ananiambia unatosha, mwenye yako inatoshana na gate. Oh God.
It's beautiful by the way. Smile at the camera.
Acha ni joke.
Just look at the camera and it's so beautiful by the way.
At gate.
So sikukuanga nilikuanga na smilingi, lakini hata unge notice niko na mwanya. I think watu walianza ku notice nilianza kusmile sana, na nilijua ni smart nikiwa hivi mkubwa. So hiyo time yote nilikuanga na by the way si smile. Then kitu ingine very funny, height. Oh God. Ushasimama juu ya desk ndo at least mtu aone wewe ni mrefu.
Umesimama.
Tukisimama na yeye akae nikaa nyi wote mmekaa. And hiyo height ilikuwa inanisumbua sana. Mimi hadi singesimama pale kuna watu warefu. Mimi hata nikae chini watu wasimame mnione huko chini, kwa sababu ilikuwa inanidisturb sana that like why am I short and other people are tall. So nilikuwa najiona niko na shida mingi. Mimi ni mnono, niko na kimonya kingine kikubwa, mimi ni mfupi, and then lakini saizi my friend, I am just proud of who I am.
Amen.
See what the Lord has done.
Yes.
Amen.
Asante sana Davela. William.
Ninashangaa kukua among ladies na to see what you have allowed to define you. It's interesting.
We used to. Now it is not our defining nini.
Yeah,
More weather.
Yeah. Just that I mean I think that has never been in my mind. So it's as in how God has created you and the fears that you face. Now, what have I ever allowed to define me? This I have battled with it for so long, and that is, how will someone perceive me? Not necessarily how I look, but whatever picture that they have in their mind of who I am. That I have struggled for so long, and so the reason why that is dangerous to be defined by what people think is that you will never be original. Okay, you will never be they're uniquely shaped by God, because you're always trying to keep up with how
expectation.
yes, people's expectations. So that was for many years a slavery I would say, because there are times you just meet some people and you're like, there is no way I can look good in the eyes of this person. And so that means every time we are interacting or we are having a group session together, it will make me feel very uncomfortable, because I can't keep it up. I can't display the image that you have in your mind. And I think it was all a lie. It is just, you remember, this is my own self communication. I'm not having a conversation with someone else na ninaanza kumuuliza how how do you perceive me? So you know, like all these things, I am making them up in my mind, and then I'm giving myself pressure.
True.
And think.
And actually, you might even think what you perceive that people think of you is not even true. You know, like unaweza kaa hivi useme, ai, Rose labda anaonanga nikiwa mdem ako overweight. And probably Rose ako zile za, wow, this girl is blessed. Yani, I wish I had that kind of a body. You see? So, at times, even as ourselves, we enter into a fight and a battle in our minds that even is not there. You know, those fears of the unknown. You're like, ai, anaweza kuwa ananiona hivi. And probably, it might be true, probably they think of you that way, but that should not be the basis of your identity. You know, you will never ever come to a place where ati ume meet expectation ya Davel, expectation ya Rose.
True.
Both of them will have different kind of expectations. So at the end of it all, ni wewe unaishi maisha yenye ni ya toast here and toast there. Toast here, toast there. So one thing naeza taka as a young person, hata ukiwa home, ukijua identity yako haifai kukam kwa wasee, from people or from things or from sijui anywhere, sijui from what you do or from what, you know, there are people who feel condemned because of probably the school they went to. You know, other people feel condemned probably of the course they did. Ama mse ana feel condemned probably of the probably the body shape. Una feel, me, I'll never amount to anything because of this and this and this. Apana, we are all uniquely made. And God is able to do whatsoever thing you have on your hands, whether it's that color or whether it's that body or whether it's that course or anything that you have in your hands, to make you whatever He wants you to be. And remember, we can grow from one thing to another. Sawa sawa. So one thing nataka tujue, hizi mavitu zingine za wase, it is good to take opinions and feedbacks from people, but don't allow people to manipulate your identity just to fit on other expectations on ama kufit kwa vitu zingine zenye hazi glorify God. Sawa sawa. So since nyi wase mmeokoka, do you believe that your identity comes from what God says you are? Even if you are, He says you are more than conqueror. Even if you don't feel like a conqueror, do you still hold on to that word that I am still more than a conqueror? When He says I am accepted, Davela, you teach that so much to kids. Umeshaifika kwa point, you know, nimekuja kurealize by the way, unaweza kuwa kwa ministry unafunza wase na it doesn't apply to your own life. So Davela, hizo my identity statements, hebu kwanza tuambie zote. Ambia wase hizo my identity statement kata tu hivi zikifuatana. Waambie.
I am Christ.
Kamera ndio ile.
Watu wangu. Ndio hizo identity. I am Christ friend. I am loved. I am accepted. I am wonderfully and fearfully made.
Amen.
I am forgiven. I am a saint. I have direct access
to Him.
God.
To God.
Okay. Through the Holy Spirit.
William, spit zingine kanne. Muna kwa department moja.
I am Christ friend. I am God's temple. I am united with the Lord and I'm one spirit with Him. I've been justified. I am free forever from any condemning charges against me. I am a branch of the true vine, a channel of His life. I am the light and the salt of the
earth. Sawa, ulikuwa useme tu nne. Sijui shida yako ni gani.
Nataka kuzirap.
Nataka kuzirap. So hawa sasa wametupia my identity statements kali kali. And next show we are going to be digging into these identity statements and actually see what does God say about you. You know, aside from other speaker, what does your creator, the one who says that before you were formed in your mother's womb, manze nilikujua na plans niko nazo kwako ni poa za kukupea future and a hope. So next time we come to you, same time, same place, tutakuwa tuna dig in to identity yako ndani ya God. Au sio?
Kabisa.
Kabisa.
Kabisa. Sindio William, so hizo ma I'm the salt of the earth. Ulikuwa umesema gani ingine?
I've been redeemed and forgiven of all my sins.
Hizo sasa. Zote because I know there are people who find their identity in probably the previous life they used to live before Christ. So unakuta na wasee mabeshte zako kitambo na umepeana you have given your life to Christ, but they still identify you with those things you still lived into, si ndio?
Yeah.
Ndio maana Romans inasema be transformed by the renewal of your mind. Si ndio? So parting shot, Rose.
You guys, by the way, I really encourage. Kwanza, if you're a newborn Christian, if you don't, even if you're not a Christian and you're really looking into this, I will always insist, watch our children ministry shows, and you guys, these people are teaching powerful things that we tend to forget. I know we can also listen to sermons and all, but foundation is more important than anything. Hakuna nyumba unaweza jenga na ujeka foundation. So I really insist, children's ministry, Wednesdays, Fridays, and especially Sundays, because it's identity statements. Yes.
Sawa. Watu wa children's ministry ni hawa.
Ni hawa.
Haya, tell us. Parting shot. Okay, mna discuss nini? Mna discuss parting shot. Nataka kusema as one.
Okay, let me part the shot. We are talking about identity, and I'm glad next week we get to hear the creator. And what I will say is that all these things in Yazina to define, there's a problem. There's a problem with them. Kuna shida kubwa. Those are supposed to never ever be the basis of your decision, okay, of your worship, of your love, and of how you treat people, okay. Sijui kama mmesikia kitu inaitwa identity crisis. This thing is so real, you know, it is so real. Mtu ajijue, you know. And our ultimate a definition of who we truly are as creation, we go to the creator.
True.
You know, creator gets to define its creation. Because otherwise, when we start, there will be too much pressure. There will be a lot of unproductivity. I like what Rose alikuwa nasema. Some people they live in wealth, but they never get to enjoy it. They're in hopeless. Look at people who commit suicide. People who are in depression. Uniambie wenye utapata, like let's say in Kenya, Turukana, there are how many, where they don't have much. Wanaamka tu twende tukachunge ng'ombe na tuchote maji, and that's their life, okay. And by those people worship, they worship. And look at people in the city who have vehicles, who have wealth, who have all the makeup in the world. They have
wow.
Should I continue now?
Wow. Wow. Thank you.
I mean, they have all the things that we consider them to be life. And why is there depression? If that is life, why is there depression? Why are people committing suicide? Why are people going insane? And the other time we were saying that the people who are involved in pornography filming, these are people who are right now in mental places. They can't continue living. After they have exposed to who they are, they can no longer live their ordinary life. How did you get there? You as a creation, you got defined by other things which are very far from your creator. So I think
Yeah.
it's good next week when you dive into our God, and we're gonna love it. This is interesting.
Some
I
Emmanuel.
tell you, when you get to understand who you truly are, there is just joy that springs up from within us. There is just peace that comes from within us. And we're like, my goodness, where have I been the last 20 years? What have I been pursuing?
True. Yeah.
Yeah, let me stop there.
Okay. So, nimesikia story ya makeup mahali.
It is well. Wa,
By the way, sikuwa nawaingilia, nilikuwa naongelea wase wa Runda.
That one does.
Wasarunda
By the way.
offended.
Kwani si tutaishi wapi? Tutaishi wapi?
anyway, kenye wamesoma yote ni ukweli. Ukweli yenye hakuna uongo hapo, yani kila kitu ni ukweli. For you to know who you are, rudi tu kwa God. Soma hiyo Bible, jiulize wewe ni nani hapo. Kwa sababu if you turn ulize kitu ingine, utapata majibu enye utatamani uchimbe, uingie ndani, ujifunike. But if you really want to know who you are, if you really want to know how much you're loved, just go back to the first love. Go back to that Bible. Enda uambie God, by the way nataka kujijua. And I assure you, you will know the best part of you that you never knew. You will know the awesome part of you, and utakuwa unatembea with boldness, saying, I know who I am. As in, you say it like you mean it. I really know who I am.
Mkiongea mmenikumbusha one thing. Remember, the standards of the world are relative. Now they go with the trend. So this time in 2020 they will be like the skinny girls are the it for the year. In 2021 I am telling you watabadilika. They go with the trends. Ni kama fashion. Fashion inakam, wase wanavaa denim inaisha, wakimaliza denim unasikia sijui wameingia leather. So in anything of this world, it is born to change. It is born to change. Don't base your identity on the things of the world. What do you say? Everything else shall pass away, but one thing will remain, and that is the word of God. So base your identity on who your creator says you are, and it is based on the scripture. So usikubali hizi vitu zingine zenye zinaenda zikirudi. Saizi ukiangalia hata manini za KCSE, unasikia this year Alliance Girls ndio walikuwa. So wase wanasema mimi napeleka mtoto wangu Alliance. Kwa nini? Last year ni hao walitop kwa KCSE. The next year, my friend, Starehe Girls will do better than Alliance. So you don't base your identity on Alliance, because Starehe imekuja ika overtake Alliance. So don't base your identity on the things of the world. They are trending things na zitabadilika. Time yake ikifika inaisha. You see? And then pia ziko relative. Vile mimi na perceive beauty, si venye William ata perceive beauty.
True.
So if you want to conform to my expectation of beauty and you meet William, guess what? William will give you another perspective of beauty. So remember, your identity is not based on things that are of this world. Vitu zinabadi zote ni vanity. Daddy Owen alisema yote ni vanity. So see you next week as we dig deeper on what the Creator says about its creation. So from us is bye bye till next time.
I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who God am, I know who God says I am, where He says I'm at,
What He says I'm at. Ngojea.
Let's go to the chorus. I'm walking in power.
I'm a working miracle. I live a life of favor, 'cause I know who I am.
I'm walking in power.
Hey.
I'm walking miracles. I live a life of favor, 'cause I know who I am. Sawa sawa. Know who you are. Manze ukishajua wewe ni nani, there is no boundary, there is no limitation, there is no confinement. Just know who you are. Amen.
Amen.
So from us ni kusema Baraka man.
Baraka man.
Bye bye. See you next time. Boom boom boom.